So I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I'm happy that whole situation with Young Thug happened. Now, I'm not saying I enjoyed seeing what happened to him, nor am I saying I enjoyed watching his downfall, because I'm never going to be the one to look down or talk down on anybody who has had a major influence on me and in my life. Because deep down, nobody wants to watch someone who they looked up to go out sad. But when it comes to the bigger picture, as far as when it comes to the street nigga illusion coming to an end, I'm glad it took place. Because when it comes to you niggas, especially the majority of you young niggas, you motherfuckers was sliming and slatting y'all asses off between the years of 2017 and 2020. Now, granted, most of y'all are just gonna go and hop on another Atlanta nigga dick anyways. But hopefully, this will be a reset to the DNA of Augusta. Prayerfully, this will begin to be the rise of some real Augusta niggas. I'm going to see to it. First of all, that twin shit burnt the fuck out. Really, y'all whole goddamn demeanor burnt the fuck out. From the way you walk to the way you talk, y'all ain't nothing but some Kinko ass versions of an Atlanta street nigga. I don't see nothing but their culture all up and down through this bitch. The funny thing is, I've been watching the rise of Atlanta, the actual city, the economy, the money since 98. So I've been influenced as well. So trust me when I say what majority of y'all did was just embody the ignorant ass, broke ass habits of Atlanta. That's all y'all did. The only thing y'all did was adopted they dirty ass, grimy ass, slimy ass, scamming ass ways. Every time I hit one of these gas stations out here, y'all niggas out there begging. Go cut you some grass, go rake you up some leaves, or go sell you some Girl Scout cookies or something, nigga. I know this may not sound like the sexiest shit to do, but the least I was doing was going in people's trash cans and shit, going to get cans and bottles and taking it to the machine to go get me some money. Now, you niggas who be asking me to go get y'all some guards and shit because you ain't old enough, that's cool. I don't mind helping y'all because at least you have the bread with you. And for you young niggas who do have some money, I salute you. But let's just be honest. Most of y'all was fronted that shit from an Atlanta nigga anyway. That's probably why all of y'all looking like and acting like some Atlanta niggas right now. Cause they moving in and taking over this bitch. But anyways, as for the rest of you niggas, go sit your ass down somewhere and quit all that panhandling and shit. Because that ain't P. And speaking of the letter P, as you can see, the prince is out here keeping it pimping with prestige, parlaying on what some of you all know as the infamous porch that I grew up on. I ain't gonna lie, I used to always ask myself, though, we supposed to be middle class, right? Like, why the fuck my porch so goddamn small? Like, that's why I always wanted to be on Corey porch and Christina porch and Ashley Cole porch and shit. They had them long-ass porches and shit where you could stretch out and run up and down that motherfucking shit. I had this little-ass porch, like, goddamn, nigga, this ain't a porch, this a pallet. While most of you motherfuckers was out here bragging about jumping off the goddamn porch, I'm proud enough to say that this is where I did all the brainstorming on how I was gonna get my ass out of motherfucking poverty. Big plans, big dreams. That's all a nigga had when I jumped off the motherfucking porch. Now, did some of those plans involve doing some street shit? Maybe. But I do not claim to be a street nigga. I'm a hood nigga, and there is a difference. But we'll come back to that later. But first, while I was on the topic of Young Thug, let me go ahead and explain to you all the difference between a rat and a snitch, because y'all got the definitions all fucked up. But look, I don't blame you young niggas, because you all are just following suit. You're fucked up because the generation before you was fucked up, and the generation before them was fucked up, and so forth and so on. See, each generation likes to pass the blame down to the next generation as to why we all are so fucked up, instead of actually doing something about it and correcting it. A snitch ain't nothing but a regular old ordinary tattletale. More than likely, if you're a civilian, you're going to snitch, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do because you're a civilian. Now you got regular snitching and you got dry snitching. Regular snitching is just straight up, hey, look, that was him, he did it, book him. Dry snitching is trying to say it without saying it For example, I ain't saying he did do it. I ain't saying he didn't do it. All I'm saying is, I heard a nigga with a Jordan hoodie did it. And see, that's where the phrase snitches get stitches come from. Because 9 times out of 10, we know you gon' tell. And when you do, we just gon' smack your bitch ass up, keep it moving, and send you on about your merry way. And that really was to make an example out of you and to instill fear into others. That way, if they decided they go and tell, they know exactly what the fuck was going to happen to them. And really, don't none of y'all have any room to be talking about anybody, because all y'all some damn snitches. You do it every day when you go on Facebook. We see all of y'all business. We know everything that goes on in y'all niggas' lives. And don't fuck around and let a nigga die, because y'all out here giving out clues and everything. Nigga, we be solving the case before goddamn Richmond County get to it. Now, when it comes to a rat, this is why the word is despised so much. Because a rat is not a civilian. A rat is a part of the actual gang or criminal organization. Because 9 times out of 10, the rat was the nigga doing the drills. The rat was the nigga selling the drugs. The rat was the nigga making the hits. The rat was the nigga making the money. And when he got hemmed up, the rat was the one who told the police everything they needed to know to not only bring his ass down, but everybody else who was involved with him. So do you all see the difference? The rat was somebody who was actually involved with the fuckery. You knew what the fuck it was when you got into this game. You knew what the fuck you signed up for. So when you get caught, nigga, you go down for what the fuck you got caught for. You don't go and bring everybody else the fuck down with you. You don't go and shut down the whole operation for one little mishap. That was your mishap. Nigga, you fucked up. Nigga, you got caught. And just to put y'all up on game, real niggas out here ain't never celebrate getting caught. That's some new shit y'all came up with. And don't get it twisted. I'm not out here condoning none of this goofy ass shit. This is why I never joined a gang, because I seen the stupidity. And I'm not just talking about the gang culture. I'm talking about niggas in general who be involved. They be some dumb ass, broke ass niggas. The moment I decided to dibble and dabble in some street shit to make a little money, and I realized that I could be making that or more at a legit 9 to 5, I got the fuck on. And it's niggas in they mid-40s who still don't get that shit. These niggas still out here trapping. Now, have I done some street shit? Yes, but I do not claim to be a street nigga. I would classify myself as a hood nigga. And I don't even really want to do that dumbass shit. Because one, the hood where I come from got nothing but a bunch of fake ass niggas in it anyways. And two, it's because I can fucking see that hood mentality wasn't nothing but some bullshit instilled in me, to where now, even to this present day, has me thinking and living in a specific way that I'm not proud of. But fuck it, it is what it is. I ain't out here bitching about it. Like Cisco. Difference between a hood nigga and a street nigga for you all before I close this video out. Being a street nigga is a full-time job in itself with no benefits. At least with a 9 to 5, you get health insurance, dental, and vision. Street niggas really ain't got no goals or aspirations. You only get 2 choices when you a street nigga. You either end up dead or in jail. And nigga, if you gonna roll them type of dice and play them kind of games, the least you can do is get some goddamn life insurance on your ass, so when you die, your family can reap the benefits from it. But y'all won't even do that much. Y'all would rather go fund me a nigga to death. And if you ask me, that's a sad way to go out. 9 times out of 10, a street nigga really ain't got no constant source of income coming in anyways. And when you ain't got no money, that leads to you doing dirt to get money. Because when you got all the time in the world, but you ain't got no money, you become bored. And when you ain't got nothing constructive or productive to do in your life, you start going out here and start looking for shit to do. Which leaves the street niggas always having to look over their shoulder. Because when you're out here doing dirt, of course, somewhere down the line, that probably means you're gonna end up crossing somebody who's gonna wanna retaliate. which means you're gonna always have to watch your back. And that's one of the main reasons why I ain't never wanted to be a street nigga, cause I already be paranoid as fuck just from growing up in the hood. See, us hood niggas are a bit more smarter. We don't take stupid risks, we take calculated risks. See, if the situation presents itself as we could possibly die or go to jail, we're not taking it that far. We're not going to those extremes because we actually cherish our life. We will do a certain amount of street shit that we know we could possibly get away with. That's it. And that's only because it could possibly bring us some money. You street niggas ain't even giving a fuck about that no more. See, a hood nigga will at least try to find some type of goals to stay productive because a idle mind is the devil's playground. This is why the majority of us play basketball or rap. And that's why I hate this shit, because nigga, I fall into that category my damn self. I'm supposed to be in somebody's science lab creating some sort of virus or some shit to kill off all of you fake ass street niggas. Yet I'm stuck in the trap right along with the rest of you bum ass niggas. A hood nigga is pretty much always trying to find his way out of the trap because this is not a situation we wanted to be in the first place. But because housing decided to allow you bum ass street niggas to get incentives to be able to move into our community, which resorted in all of us having to deal with you all's bullshit and drama, which now is causing all of us to trauma bond in this bitch because now we have to deal with your karma. Which is why sometimes you'll see someone who you know was a good person lose their life in the hood. Because most of the time, street niggas be jealous of the hood niggas. Because in their mind, they think we square. But in reality, we the ones with the swag. We the ones who got the money. We the ones who getting the bitches. So what they'll do is try to plot on us and take one of us out because we have a certain intelligence that they will never have because most of them motherfuckers can't read anyways. Because in the real game of life, you're only gonna go but as far as the information you get or as far as your mind will take you. But if you ain't got shit up there, your ass is not going anywhere. The only time I ever took pride in being a hood nigga was when it came to protecting my hood or my neighbors from infiltrators. Anybody who was trying to bring some fuck shit from outside of that high point sign in, I was willing to stand front line against. And imagine having that type of heart and spirit for some niggas who wouldn't even care if you lived or you died. And to keep it all the way real with you, if I could, I would be a snitch ass nigga with my head held high. But because for most of my life, I did all my dirt by my lonely, I just could never be no tattletale ass nigga. Simply because I done shit and never got caught. So I had to learn how to not tell on my damn self when shit hit the fan. That's just that stupid ass street code that's been ingrained in me. Something that none of you bum ass street niggas never seem to follow. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video like this. There ain't no love in the streets. There has never been any love in the streets. How is there gonna be any love when there isn't even any loyalty? Nigga, there ain't even no structure in the streets. There was a time when niggas used to be organized, but none of you niggas know shit about that because back then, that's when niggas literally had to pay their dues and fund the organization, which was formed originally to keep crooked cops from out the neighborhood. That's why I ain't never take none of you niggas serious when you try to convince me that where we lived was in the hood. Because none of you niggas who was in the hood, who was getting us in a whole bunch of trouble, who was bringing a whole bunch of drama into our community, not once has any of you niggas ever put us on how to make some money. We ain't have no trap. We ain't have no weapons. Nigga, I had to figure out how to go get my own goddamn pistol. But I'ma save that story for another time. But to sum all of that up, I'ma tell y'all what I really learned from all of this bullshit. These niggas be doing criminal shit. These niggas be out here committing criminal acts. These niggas be involved with criminal activities when they could be out here doing anything else with their time and their freedom. But instead, they would rather cause chaos and bring hurt, harm, pain, and strife to their own people in their own communities. And you think that mentality stops when they dumbass get inside that interrogation room? These niggas don't give a fuck about their own families. They don't even give a fuck about their own mamas, because if they did, they wouldn't be putting her through the shit that they do. So what makes you think they give a fuck about you when it's time to talk to the police? Once a crook, always a crook. They don't abide by any rules. They break the rules, especially street rules. There ain't no code. There never was a code. The Mafia is one of the most cold-blooded gangs to ever exist. And majority of them are harder than all of you niggas. And even they had rats. So if they tattletelling, we know for a fact that all y'all niggas is snitching.